And it's May.
Yes. It is May.
It happened overnight while you slept. Good morning, Central Indiana. Thanks for waking up with us here on 13 Sunrise. 6 o'clock on your Thursday, and May 1st. It is time to get into action for everything 500 for this month.
And yeah, the weather is going to be bringing us some action a little bit later today, too. It is a weather impact day. What exactly is the impact for us, Chuck?
I think the impact is some scattered showers. Now, I don't think that everybody gets wet all day. That's just not going to happen. But we do have a more enhanced or a slight risk of severe weather for the eastern part of the state. Right now, we're dry here in Indianapolis. So we'll take that for the start of the month on this weather impact day. I know this looks creepy. Where are the vampires? Actually, this is cloudy skies over the Country Club of Indianapolis, and we do have a lot of cloud cover out there this morning. So unlike yesterday when we had a real beautiful sunrise, some of you will see some sun, but not a lot as you look at downtown Indy. Currently, it is really warm out there. 66 from Indianapolis to Plainfield to Martinsville, 64 this morning in Pendleton, and it's 65 on the campus of Purdue, 66 on the campus of Indiana University. All right, here's the setup. This looks like a spring storm setup, doesn't it? Warm front to the north, cold front to the west, deep area of low pressure in southern Illinois. So we do have the ingredients there for some storms, but because it is so cool above our heads, when some of these storms happen today, I wouldn't be surprised some of you see a little hail east of the city. Right now, there's no hail, just rain. This is now beginning to move into Ellettsville, so near the IU campus, west of Martinsville and Avon. This is in, well, it looks like Putnam County around Greencastle. So this is moving into extreme western Hendricks County. And this line stretches up towards Crawfordsville and then points north just west of I-65 in Attica, West Lebanon, over at Seeger High School, and then south of Boswell. That's all very heavy rain that's falling right now. We will experience on again, off again rain. Keep it kind of warm. 72 by 6 p.m. We'll talk more in a few minutes on our weather impact alert day today. Several periods of rain coming the next few days, and we'll break it all down hour by hour for you in a few minutes. But it looks like, Matt, we still have an issue on I-69, right?
Yeah, crash on 69 there in the Fishers area, southbound lanes. I want to show you a closer look. Updated on some of the traffic maps. Otherwise, there's a lot of green on the map this morning. A lot of us are okay. We've had some really busy traffic, a lot of crazy traffic stories the past 2 weeks, it seems like. So hopefully we get a quieter morning overall. I do want to show you what it looks like there towards Fishers. We still got this crash in the southbound lane. So the headlights are headed south there towards the Topgolf. And then these taillights are going northbound. They're eventually towards the Fortville area. But a little bit of shaking there, a little bit of wind. This is a live look there in Carmel. Good morning for the Greyhounds, US 31 South there at 116th Street. We are dry right now, but truck is tracking some rain out there. Julia?
Thank you, Matt. Well, new this morning, a man is dead after a shooting on the far south side of Indy.
This all started around 12:30 this morning. We can show you that scene near Madison Avenue and Stop 11 Road. It's an alleyway behind this strip mall. IMPD tells us they responded to a report of a shooting, and when they arrived, they found a man who had been shot. They were taken to the hospital but didn't survive. We are working to learn more information about the victim and also what led up to that shooting, so we'll pass along any new updates as we learn more. A man is under arrest this morning, accused of opening fire inside of the Jackson County Public Library in Seymour. Police received a call around noon Wednesday. Officers say an 18-year-old went inside and fired one shot toward two employees. One of them suffered minor injuries, but then police say that the man made his way to the second floor of the library where a visitor tackled him and held him until law enforcement got there. Investigators later determined that the suspect first went to Seymour High School, intending to target a school resource officer there. He never got into the school or made contact with the officer, and police say the suspect eventually left and went to the library. He is now facing multiple preliminary counts, including attempted murder.
Well, this morning, a man is beginning his 80-year prison sentence for stalking and then killing his ex-wife at a gas station in Fishers. Investigators say Joshua Farmer ambushed Kayla Farmer when she stopped at a gas pump near 116th in Allisonville. This happened on June of 2023. Farmer shot Kayla as she sat in her car. An autopsy found more than 15 gunshot wounds. Joshua and Kayla had 3 children together.
This is the last time you will be acknowledged by me or by anyone in our family. Once this hearing is over, you will be erased from our lives. You have no children. You have no legacy. The boys you once knew do not speak your name, and they never will.
The sentence combines the murder case with an incident that month earlier when Joshua punched and choked Kayla and put a gun to her head. There was a no contact order in place when he killed Kayla.
Right now, Metro Police are investigating after possible human remains were found on the east side yesterday. Homicide detectives say that someone reported this in the area of Lexington and Irvington Avenues. That's north of the CSX rail yard. They brought in a cadaver dog, which indicated that there were possible remains in the area. The Marion County Coroner's Office will determine if the remains are human and the cause of death and the manner there.
Well, this morning, Indiana Governor Mike Braun is reflecting on his first 100 days in office.
And really, this is the first time that we're hearing from him since the legislative session wrapped up nearly a week ago. Let's get to Anna Chalker, who's in studio now with his response to the work that's been happening in his first few weeks. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Governor Braun says this is only the beginning and he's already looking forward to next year's session. So for this year's session, some of the big topics were property taxes and the cost of health care. Governor Braun says while bills were passed on those, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done for those. So when it comes to the final budget that was passed late last week, Braun says the most important things in this stayed intact. Braun addressed everything that has been done so far, crediting that to his close working relationship with lawmakers.
We were wearing them out in a good way because we were there talking to them, and I think that was welcomed, that they're going to have a partner on the second floor that's interested in really working with them to take Indiana into places I think we can go that no one imagined before.
So what comes next for Braun in his office? He says they are looking at ways to increase the amount of homestead deductions and lowering health care costs. And the governor was not only questioned by reporters on the work from this legislative session. At 6:30, we'll have his response from a video posted by his lieutenant governor that talks about the three-fifths compromise that's really sparked controversy this past week.
And a lot of people have wanted to hear from him and his thoughts about that. Thank you, Anna. Well, Pacer fans, we now know the schedule for the next round of the NBA playoffs.
The Pacers are getting ready for the Eastern Conference semifinals for the second straight year after beating the Milwaukee Bucks in overtime Tuesday night. So the team posted it's the largest comeback win in the final 40 seconds of a playoff game since the 96-97 season.
So the Pacers, we know, are taking on the Cavs. Now we know it's coming up Sunday and Tuesday in Cleveland. Games 3 and 4 will take place at home. That'll be next Friday, May 9th, and the following Sunday, May 11th. Well, now to the Fever, where they're getting their preseason underway on Saturday.
But before things tip off, I should say, at Gamebridge, the team hosted Fever Media Day. The team added valuable players in the offseason, so players who've proven they can win and bring home championships.
That's exactly the goal for this year. Dominic Miranda sat down with superstar Caitlin Clark about her expectations.
Adding that experience to our team, I think, is going to be very valuable for us through the course of the season, but also when we reach the playoffs. I think for myself, just having a year under my belt and knowing what to expect and continue to have fun playing basketball in front of these great fans. And, as long as we win, I'm going to be happy. So just be the best leader I can be, now, knowing that I have a year under my belt. I know what to expect. I'm the point guard, so people are going to be expecting a lot from me. I need to, be there for my teammates, be an extension of Steph on the court, and just be a great leader and have a lot of fun doing it.
So before we talk playoffs and championship, let's get to the preseason first. That starts Saturday against the Mystic. Tips-off is at 1 o'clock, and then the regular season starts May 17th. And WTHR is your local home to watch the Fever this season. We are airing 14 games here on Channel 13 and another 4 on MeTV. That starts May 20th with the Fever showdown against the Atlanta Dream.
You can get the full schedule of games to watch on our air by scanning that QR code you see at the bottom of your screen, or just head to WTHR.com/fever.
First of the month, so we're wishing you a happy month of May. And you know what that means now. All roads lead to the Yard of Bricks at the end of the month.
Indy 500 fans actually gathered on Monument Circle yesterday to get things kicked off. They got to break out their checkered outfits and check out an Indy car, also taking a soapbox derby.
And while fans are waiting to hear the engines roar on the oval, it won't be long before fans head to the track. And that green flag means also plenty of green for Indiana. IMS and IndyCar President Doug Bowles says it brings in $1.1 billion for our state.
And there is plenty still to do. It gets underway with the mini marathon, of course, and 5K this Saturday, and the Grand Prix the following weekend. The action picks up for Carb Day on May 23rd, and then the parade on the 24th, and the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500 on Sunday, May 25th. So if you could just give us sun and 70, we'll be happy here on out.
That's not going to happen. We'll get the 70s today, that's for sure. We've got a line of rain, folks, that's starting to move into the state. In fact, from Bloomington to Martinsville, we're seeing some showers, and that will move in very soon into the Indy metro area. How long will it last? Your forecast is coming up.
All right, Chuck, thank you. And this morning, a college student is now free after being detained by ICE agents during a citizenship interview. Coming up at 6:45. How his words about freedom and others are still being detained.
Also, a new report reveals the economy is getting off to a slow start to begin this year. At 6:15, comments from the president about the new report and what he points to as the reason for this sluggish start.